We're going to do a little yang and a little yin today. So we're going to start standing. So we'll just feet wherever you want them to be right now. Arms down by your sides. Pull the belly in. Soften the shoulders. Close your eyes. And just take a few breaths, just standing here. Finding even weight between the feet. And then just find a very, very slight bend into the knees. So almost like indetectable with your vision. We're just taking them from locked, if they are, to a very slight bend. And we're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands coming to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Good. We're going to leave the arms up here. Pull the arms a little away from your ears. And let's just lean over to one side. Good. Coming up. Lean over to the other side. And coming up. Hands back to heart center. Good. Let's bring the hands to the low back. We're going to slide that tailbone down, press the hips forward. Hug the elbows together. Find a little back bend. Coming up. Let's do that again. Hug the elbows together. Press the hips forward. Engage the glutes. Knees gently bent. Find a back bend. Good. And then coming up. Nice. Let's interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down toward the floor. Lift the wrists away. Getting a stretch through the shoulder. Keeping those knees slightly bent. Let's fold forward. Bringing the chin toward the chest. Releasing the arms to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. So we're going to bring the feet together more if they aren't already. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, and fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the hands a little bit. So we're going to just be on the fingertips here. So all your fingertips are touching. Your knees can be bent enough just to get those fingertips touching. We're going to take that right leg and lift it behind you and step it back into a lunge. Good. We're going to keep that back heel lifted, belly in to steady you, and just start pressing through that front foot as we come up into crescent. Nice. Lift that back heel high, bend that front knee. Breathe. Good. Let's bring hands to heart center. We're going to take that back leg and just hop up. Good. Lifting the knee. Good. Lower down. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Knees bent. Coming up halfway onto the fingertips. Left leg lifts. Good. Step it back, lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Belly in. Coming up, crescent pose. Breathe. Nice. Lift the chest. Bring the hands to heart center. I'm going to take that back leg, hop it up, lift the knee in front, balancing. Good. Set it down. Very nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the hands, step it back. Let's find a plank pose on the knees. Hug the elbows in. Chaturanga. Just coming onto the belly. Point the toes back. Nice. Hug the elbows in. Press up. Find a little back bend. Good. Coming back down. Downward facing dog. Good. One more breath. So we're going to take the right foot, step it in between your hands. Back heel stays lifted just like before. Belly in, coming up, crescent pose. Good. Let's bring hands to heart center. So you can have hands at heart center. If you press your hands together, that helps you with balance, or we're going to bring your hands to your hips, or even just having them out. And we're going to lift that back leg up. Good. Nice. So I'm just going to turn this way. So we have that knee lifted. We're going to wrap it around the standing leg. And then we're going to bring the arms up. Good. So we're going to bring the right arm under the left. Breathe. Lift the elbows. Hold. Nice. Good. So now we're going to do our little stunt here. We're going to keep the arms the way they are. Take your top leg, step it back, lunge, unfurl the arms, reach them up, crescent pose, hands come down, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to take that left foot, step it in between your hands, coming up, crescent. Good. Hands can come to the hips at heart center. Hop that back leg forward, lifting the knee. Good. Breathe. Nice. We're going to cross it over. Bring the arms out. Nice. Now the other arm goes underneath. So this way for me. Breathe and hold. It's okay to fall. Good. Now we're just going to lift that top leg, step it back, lunge. Release the arms, reach them up. Hands come down, downward facing dog. Breathe. Nice. Let's lift and lower the heels a couple times. Lift them high, lower down. Lift them high, lower down. Good. So from here, we're going to come down onto the elbows. So you could come down onto the knees first and then set your elbows down, or just set them down. Good. So your palms are on the floor. You could interlace your fingers. Doesn't matter. The gaze is between the feet and your head isn't touching. Good. Breathe. Pressing through the elbows. Nice. Lower down onto the knees. Let's find child's pose. Good. So we're going to come up onto your elbows. First one we're going to do for 3 breaths. We're going to hold dolphin plank. So we're just holding there. You can always set the knees down, or you can keep them lifted. And we're just going to hold for 3 breaths. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Lower the knees down. Child's pose. So we're going to do another dolphin pose on the elbows. 3 breaths. Coming up onto the elbows. You can interlace your fingers here or hands down. Lifting the hips up this time. And we're going to center the left foot, right leg lifts. Good. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Lower down. Lower the knees down. Child's pose. Good. One more time. Just got to do the other leg. Good. So we're going to lift the hips. Lift the left leg. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. One more. Good. Lower the leg down. Lower the knees down. Child's pose. Good work. Good. So from here, we're going to sit onto the heels. Let's swing the legs around. We'll get a little bit yin-y. Straightening into both legs. Make them nice and wide. Sitting up nice and tall. Good. Folding forward. It's just a couple of breaths here. Letting the inner thighs soften and relax. I'm going to slowly come up, bend into the right knee, and just place it to the inside of your straight leg there. And we're going to start out by turning toward the straight leg and fold. You can reach for the foot. And what you're working toward is your right shoulder coming down. So you want that elbow coming down, and the back shoulder is coming up a little. So you almost feel like you might be twisting, but you're really just trying to even out your shoulders over that leg. Good. We're going to stay low and walk it to the center. Coming up. Good. So we're going to turn toward the bent knee. Your left palm is up on that straight leg. Your right arm reaches over. Good. Coming up. Good. So we're going to straighten into the right leg. Sitting up tall. Let's bend into the other leg. Bring it to the inside of the straight leg, turning toward that straight leg. So we're squaring the shoulders and then fold. And we're working that left elbow to the ground. You can use that right hand to kind of give you some leverage. So you're really trying to square those shoulders. Good. Coming up. Or wait, we're staying down. We're staying down. We're just walking to center. Coming up. Good. We're going to do palm face up on the leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Good, coming up. Nice, let's straighten into both legs once again. Sitting up tall, let's fold it forward. Just digging a little deeper into those inner thighs. And now we're going to come up again. Bring the legs together. Rolling onto your back. Good. So we're going to pull that left knee into the chest, straightening into the right leg. Nice little squeeze into the belly. You can just let it in and out to kind of squish into your belly a little bit. Good, and then we're gonna just bring the arms out. Bring that leg over to the right. Nice twist. Nice, back up to center. And bend into the right knee, left leg straightens, squeeze it in. Just pulling it in a few times, letting it in and out. Good. And then slowly, we're just going to bring that leg over to the left. And back up to center again, hugging both knees in. Just give them a squeeze, rocking. And then we're going to find stillness. Bring both feet down to the mat. Arms come down by your side, straightening into the legs. And we'll relax into our final pose, Shavasana. And if you can, stay focused on your breath. Just noticing how the air comes in and how the air comes out. One more long, deep breath. Bending into the knees. Rolling onto one side of your body. Rest here. Pressing up to a seated position. Sitting up tall. Hands on the knees. Relax the shoulders one more time. Just take a couple of breaths. Just for you. The highest light in me salutes and appreciates the highest light in each of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.